The Saber Firebird, another ship in the Saber series of light fighters, and the Ursa Medivac, a ground vehicle with a medical twist, making it the only one of its kind. Let's start with the Firebird. Firebird is a light fighter with heavy focus on its rockets, being able to carry 12 size 3 missiles in its custom rocket bay under the ship. Style of the Saber Firebird is a bit more similar to the Saber Raven than it is to the Saber Comet or the default Saber. Saber Raven has mostly been available via a special collaboration, redeemable code, or perhaps even spending excessive amounts of money on the game. And it has reached the golden standard, meaning its systems, its looks, its functionalities are in its optimal state. And since Firebird is based off the Raven, a lot of this will be carried over to that missile light fighter. The idea for this light fighter was to remain at the edges of combat, trying to take small bites away from their target. It is capable of firing 6 missiles at a time, although that doesn't seem to be the most optimal use for such a ship. I do hope it is good that we are getting a second light fighter with the focus on missiles. You may know the first one, the Talon Shrieker. And since there have been quite a lot of combat changes with 3.23, perhaps these missile ships will end up actually being quite valuable tools at the hands of right players. Ships with missile focus have often been discarded by the players, since it is rather hard to maintain success and you are limited by your missile capacity. If you're playing against a good target or you are playing against a very lucky target, you just might waste all of those missiles for zero gain. But I am a little bit interested if this little bird can actually bite. So the second vehicle which we know about and which has been announced by the developers is the Ursa Medivac, designed for ground assaults and of course support. Its main focus is not combat, as it is a medical ship with its medical bed, medical interior, and with the 3.23.1 it's gonna work really well, as that update changes the use of medical beds and allowing us to respawn in them, for now at least. So as was said, this is a medical vehicle. The main intent is the medical core of this machine, but it does boast a weapon and can be used in a combat role, combat support, or most likely it will be used as an excellent ground vehicle to have with you in a bigger ship which does not offer medical capabilities. Being more compact than the Pisces C8R, the Pisces Rescue, it might just swap it out for some of the bigger ships which were holding that inside of them, perhaps making this ground vehicle the more optimal solution, especially seeing as we have the new facilities. With certain missions you do require a ground approach, and if you have a machine which can offer medical support as well as offensive capabilities, what's not to like? First of its kind and possibly to be one of the more valuable vehicles to be used on any kind of ground approach or assault. The core design of course is left as is the Ursa rover, but the insides might look somewhat similar to the Pisces C8R Rescue. Definitely two very interesting vehicles, but their roles still need to be confirmed by, well, active and proficient players. I think the Ursa Medivac is a definite hit. As for the Firebird, I haven't really tested the 3.23 missiles gameplay. And perhaps if it surprises me and performs adequately well, it can be a good option. But for time being, I will of course remain wary, since missile gameplay is often not that reliable, since we do have countermeasures and they often just don't seem to be as effective. Still two very interesting releases, and both are worthy to check out. So as usual, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.